This is a practice about devotion to self. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable seat. Sit bones grounded, spine long, crown lifted. Be aware of the space that the body is occupying in space. And as you tune in, notice a part of the body that is calling for extra attention. Send your hands there. Breathe into that part of the body. As you inhale, send the breath deep into the lower belly, middle belly, upper belly. Breathe into the chest, the throat. And as you exhale, move the breath from throat to chest to belly. With an exhale, gently drop the head down, chin to chest. Inhale, roll one ear to one shoulder. Exhale, roll chin to chest, and inhale, opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Continue to slowly move the head in sync with the breath. If you find any areas of tightness, pause and send a few extra breaths there. When you feel complete, inhale back to neutral. Press the chest forward, arch the back, and as you exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, open the front side of the body. Exhale, open the back side of the body, tuck the pelvis, belly in, and continue with your own breath. Explore the sensations in the body, perhaps circling in one direction, always coming forward with the inhale and rounding back with the exhale. If you're circling, be sure to switch directions. Explore all the sensations in the body. Notice how it feels to move your body in this way. When you feel complete, come to stillness. Stretch out both the legs and cross the right leg over the left. Inhale, lengthen the spine, get tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep the right hand close to the hip while the left hand holds the right knee. With every inhale, get taller, stretching the vertebrae away from each other. And with every exhale, twist deeper. Option to place the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Deepen the twist from the bottom of the spine towards the top. And when you feel complete, unwind, stretch out the leg, and take a few ankle circles. Now wrap the arms around the knee and the foot and gently rock the shin side to side, keeping the foot nice and flexed, sending love into the right hip. Slow, deep breaths. And when you feel complete, switch sides, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist the low spine to the left, wrapping the right arm around the left leg, or taking the elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And as you're ready, inhale, unwind, moving the left leg back over, taking some ankle circles, and then rocking out the hip. Breathe into the left hip, sending love into the joint. And then stretch both legs out. Place the hands beside the hips. Press and lift the pelvis off the mat. And then cross the legs. Inhale, raise the right arm and lean to the left. Breathe into the lower right side of the body. And then exhale, round the spine, bringing the right hand behind the head, left elbow toward the floor. Send deep breaths into the right rib cage. Inhale, rise, switch sides, lean to the right, Feel it in your lower left side. And then exhale, round. Breathing into the left rib cage. Inhale, rise up. And let's send some love into the shoulder joints. Take the hands to the shoulder joints. And as you inhale, start to make circles with the elbows. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, down. Take about 3 circles in one direction. And then pause and change direction. You might even close the eyes and feel into the shoulder joints. Slow, deep breaths. And then release the arms and make wrist circles, closing the thumb inside the fingers. And then place the palms flat on the mat, opening up through the top of the forearms. As we move our joints with slow, deep breath, we move the lymph in our body and increase our immune response. Come to hands and knees now. And continue working with the wrists, flipping them over. And when you feel complete, moving into tabletop to prepare for cat-cow or circling the hips and head in opposite direction. As you inhale, arch the body, drop the chest, and as you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin and tuck the pelvis. Be sure to move slowly with the pace of your breath. And if you're doing circles, pause and change direction. Sink the hips into child pose and tune in to the back side of the heart, the place of self-love. Allow yourself to connect with the earth. Option 2, gently massage the low back with the fists while you're in child pose. Take as much time as you need here. And when you're ready, come to hands and knees. Stretch the hands forward and find heart-melting pose. Sink the chest towards the mat, and if it reaches, option to tent the fingers, really breathing into the front side of the heart space. On an inhale, rise up to hands and knees. Place the hands flat under the shoulders. Raise the right foot and pump up towards the ceiling 5 times. Then begin circling the knee in one direction, moving with the breath. When you're ready, pause and switch directions, really feeling into the mobility of the hip joint, sending the breath there. Inhale, extend the foot behind you. And as you exhale, begin to curl the knee towards the chin. Inhale, extend, and exhale, curl 3 times. And back to hands and knees. As you inhale, lift the opposite foot, pump 5 times towards the ceiling, and then circle out the hip in one direction before changing directions. Notice any popping or clicking or tightness in the hips, sending breath, sending love there. And inhale, extend, exhale, curl 3 times. Extend the leg back out and move into plank. Let's continue to warm up the body by lowering down to forearm plank, right elbow, then left elbow. Take a breath or 2 here. And then back up, right hand, left hand to plank. Again, lowering down, left elbow first this time, then right. A few breaths in forearm plank. Notice the ujjayi, and then back to left hand, right hand into full plank. A few breaths here, and then shift into downward facing dog. Walk out your down dog, walking the heels up and down, broaden the shoulder blades, wrap the armpits towards each other beneath your chest, pull the shoulders away from the ears and extend through the tailbone. Slow, deep ujjayi breath here. As you begin your exhale, draw belly to spine, round through the back, shift into plank, inhale. Exhale, back to down dog, belly to spine, round through the back to plank. One more time. Exhaling, rounding, shifting into plank. Inhale back. Downward facing dog. Take the right toes on the back of the left heel and press it down. Breath or two here, and then switch. Inhale to plank. Option to take an extra push-up here to continue building heat. Otherwise, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, hands under the shoulders. Pause here and breathe, feeling into the strength of the back muscles. Exhale, lower the head down to the floor. Move with the breath. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Option to tent the fingers. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder down. Continue this flow with your own breath. Inhaling up and exhaling, dipping the shoulder. Lower down to the belly and inhale, lift the chest and arms off the mat, feeling into the muscles around the spine. Hands back to the mat, press into child pose and rock gently side to side, noticing the heat that you've created in the core. Inhale, back to hands and knees, tuck the toes and shift to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Tee the arms and bring the right hand under the shoulder. Roll onto the left side body. Option to bring the right foot behind the left leg. Breathe. And as you're ready, switch sides, opening up the front side of the right shoulder. Deep breath here. And then roll back to center. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chin to chest, belly to spine, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right heel, pump it 5 times towards the sky, then stretch it out to the side, finding strength in the outer hip, pump 5 times. Swing the leg around and between the hands for low lunge. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead, circle them down to the hips, tuck the pelvis to find the psoas muscle before lowering the hands back to the mat. Chaturanga, your vinyasa. Inhale, raise the left heel, pump 5 times up, 5 to the side. Bring it around and through the hands, low lunge. Inhale, raise the arms up high, circle them down to the hips, tuck the pelvis to find the psoas opening, and then lower the hands down, send the left leg back for one leg chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly walk the feet towards the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take the feet hips width apart and hang in ragdoll, holding the opposite elbow. Option to rock gently side to side. Option to clasp the hands behind you and open up through the shoulders. Inhale, swing the arms to chair pose. Exhale, clasp the hands, open up the shoulders. Move with your breath 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, opening up the shoulders. On the next inhale, hold chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, walk back to plank, your vinyasa. From downward facing dog. Exhale the right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise for high lunge. Open up with a gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach the right hand behind you for a gentle twist. Inhale, hands to heart center. Rise up to high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to the right. And take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a twisted lunge. Inhale, back up to high lunge. Exhale, bring the hands on the inside of the right foot. Option to stay here or lower the elbows down for lizard. Take a few breaths here. Option to rock gently side to side to open through the hip. Inhale back to the hands. Send the right foot back. Option for one leg vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Notice the Ujjayi breath here. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Inhale, high lunge, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach the left arm back for a standing twist. Inhale, back to high lunge. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, back to high lunge. Exhale, hands on the inside of the left foot. Scoot the left foot to the side for lizard. Option to stay here or lower the elbows to a block or the floor. Option to rock gently side to side. And inhale, rise up. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to chair pose. And exhale, mountain. On your next inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, back to center. Right hand holds left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back to center. Switch hands, lean left. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the right heel. Exhale, knee to the chin, pump 3 times. Inhale, rise the right heel again. Exhale, towards the shoulder 3 times. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, towards the opposite shoulder, 3 pumps. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to chin, place the foot down. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. On an inhale, clasp the hands behind you, open through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Rest the chest on the thigh or relax the head beside the foot towards the floor. Breathe. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Pivot to the side. Exhale, skandasana, side lunge on the right. Stretch the arms in front. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, side lunge on the left. Back to the right. Pivot, frame the right foot, and then inhale, send it back for your vinyasa. Switching to the left foot, inhale, rise the left leg. Exhale, knee to chin, pump 3 times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pump towards the shoulder 3 times. Feel into the core. Inhale, rise. Opposite shoulder with the exhale, 3 pumps. Inhale, up. And exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Open through the chest, clasp the hands. Exhale, humble warrior. Slow, deep breaths here. Inhale, come back to warrior 1. Pivot to the right side. And exhale, side lunge on the left. Inhale to center, switch right. And back to side lunge on the left. Turn towards the front of the mat and send the foot back for your vinyasa. Find yourself in downward facing dog and notice your Ujjayi breath. Prepare for the next standing flow. Inhale, rise the right leg high. Exhale, between the hands. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Straighten that front leg. Place hands on hips. Grab opposite shoulders or reverse prayer for pyramid. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, square to the front of the mat. Exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. Slow, deep breaths into the right hamstring here. Inhale, lift halfway, release the arms. Take the left hand on the outside of the right leg, revolve triangle. Inhale, lengthen, tailbone to crown. Exhale, twist. Unwind. Inhale, rise up. Shift the weight onto the right foot. Find warrior three. Hands can stay in prayer. Lower the right hand to the mat. Stack left hip on top of the right. Half moon. Breathe and find a focal point here. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Raise the right arm, revolved half moon. Bring the hand back down to the mat, standing split. And then lower that left foot down, right foot back for your vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Prepare for the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, between the hands. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Hands to the hips, elbows, or reverse prayer. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge for pyramid. Breathe. On an inhale, lift halfway. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg for revolve triangle. Inhale, lengthen the spine, tuck left hip back. Exhale, twist towards the left. Unwind. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior three on the left foot. Lower that left hand down for half moon. Stacking right hip on top of left. Finding your drishti, your focal point. On an exhale, lower the right hand. Raise the left, revolved half moon. Exhale, left hand down, standing split. On an exhale, lower that right foot down to move through your vinyasa. Lower down into child pose for a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale, low belly, middle belly, upper belly, chest. Exhale with throat activation from the upper belly to the low belly. When you're ready, come up onto the knees, option to double the mat for cushion. Stretch the right leg out in front for low lunge, hands on hips. Press the hips forward. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, round the arms down to the mat, forward fold over the right leg, foot flexed. Breathe here. Inhale, rise, arms up, and flow with the breath. Exhale, back, fold over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge forward. And option to slide the foot forward into a split. You can modify with a block underneath the front thigh or blocks under the hands. Breathe here. Option to fold forward over the front leg. When you're ready, inhale, rise up, and rest in child pose. Tune into the Ujjayi breath as you prepare for the other side. Bringing the left leg forward into a low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge over the outstretched leg, foot flexed. Breathe. Move dynamically with the breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge. 2 more breaths. And then option to slide into split. Option to hold here with blocks under the hands, under the hamstring. Option to hinge forward. And when you're ready, release back into child pose. Come up onto the knees, preparing for camel. Hands on the low back. Inhale, axial extension, lift up. Exhale, arch back. Reset camel, downward facing dog. Coming forward to a seat. Legs stretched, feet flexed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Forward fold. Leading with the heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, place the hands behind you. Reverse plank. Press and lift the hips up. And when you're ready, lower back down. Bring the right foot in, half seated forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Breathe. On an inhale, rise up. Open out to the side, side body stretch, reaching that right arm towards the left foot, opening up the right side body. Inhale back to center. Switch sides, left foot in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinge forward, half seated forward fold, keeping that foot flexed. Breathe. Inhale, rise, opening the left knee, and exhale, curl over to the right, stretching out left side body. Breathe into the rib cage. And on an inhale, rise up. Bring the feet to butterfly position, Baddha Konasana. Press the outer edges of the feet towards each other. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, bringing the ribs towards the toes. Option to take a moment to give your feet a little massage. Really spending some time sending love into the body. Slow, deep breath. Stay in butterfly or come to cross-legged easy pose. Give the neck and the shoulders a massage. Start with one side. Search for tension and work through that before switching to the other side. Slow, deep breaths. Eyes closed, tuning into the self. Option to release the neck, fold forward. Breathe. Connect with the earth. Come to seated. Prepare for boat pose. Sending some love into the core now. Option to keep the knees bent or stretch them out. Slow, deep breaths. Lower down to low boat. Feel the strength in the solar plexus. Breathe. On an inhale, rise up to high boat. Exhale, lower down. Move with the breath here, pumping as you inhale, rise up, touch the toes. Exhale, down to hollow body. Moving through a few of these at your own pace. Option to change it up as you come up, opening the legs, bringing the hands between. Continue moving through these at your own pace, and then lie down and rest. Continue to bring strength into the core, lifting one knee and reaching to touch with the opposite hand. Let the head rest on the mat so the neck can relax. Continue with these bicycle movements for a few moments. Slow, deep breaths, feeling into your strength here. complete, hug the knees into the chest and rock yourself up and onto the belly. Option to take a couple push-ups for strength and open with upward facing dog. Breathe into the front side of the body. When you're ready, lie down on the belly, preparing to feel into the strength in the core of the back side of the body, giving yourself a little massage here, taking the fists and gently tapping the low back, the hips. And then when you're ready, stretch out the arms, raise right arm, left leg, hold, breathe. Lower down, switch sides, left arm, right leg, breathe. Feel into the strength of the core. Lower down, lift both arms, both legs, breathe. And lower back down. Shake the hips side to side to release any tension there. As we prepare for half bow, bend the left knee, reach the left arm to hold the top of the foot. As you inhale, press the foot into the hand and lift. Half bow, breathe. And lower down and switch sides when you're ready. Hold, half bow, and breathe. And then lower down, option for another little massage with the fists before we prepare for full bow. Option for full bow, taking both hands to the tops of the feet. As you inhale, press the hands into the feet and lift. Slow, deep Ujjayi breath. And when you're ready, release. Keep the knees bent and round the hands so that the fingers come to the fronts of the toes. Press into the feet and lift the chest, elbows back. And release back down to the mat. Counter with child pose. Option to rock gently side to side, opening up the low back. When you're ready, come up onto the knees, walk the hands forward for heart melting pose. Opening up through the heart center. Then lower back down to your belly, roll over to the back. Prepare for bridge pose, bending the knees and bringing the fingertips to the tips of the heels. As you inhale, press low back into mat. Continue inhaling, peeling the spine off the mat. Relax the glutes, open up through the heart. When you're ready, start to lower down vertebra by vertebra. Rest the knees together, feet apart, constructive rest. And when you feel ready, we'll set up for another bridge, slowly raising the hips, and option to press into wheel pose. Releasing all the tension around the heart center, moving into the space of love, opening up Anahata, the heart chakra. As you're ready, start to slowly lower down. Option to hug the knees into the chest to massage the low back. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Take the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Figure 4. Hands come to the back of the left hamstring or the front of the left shin. Option to rock gently side to side, exploring and breathing into any tension that you find. When you're ready, switch sides. Release both feet down to the mat. Extend the legs up for waterfall, or option to take that into shoulder stand. Propping the low back on the hands, bringing the knees tight into the chest. Gently rock your body weight side to side to walk the hands up the spine, and then extend the legs, squeeze them together. If the chin is digging into the chest, press into the back of the head, lengthening the neck. Slow, deep Ujjayi breaths. Lower the feet down into plow, and option to just roll down and find a gentle fish pose. Pressing into elbows, lifting the chest and dropping onto the head. Option for this version of plow and fish pose or the Ashtanga variation as follows. Lower the feet behind the head and plow. Balls of the feet touch the mat, squeeze legs together. Imagine arching your low back like you're going to sit your sit bones on the ceiling. Stay there for a breath or two, and then option to lower the knees beside the ears, feet together. Breathe. Option to lower back down and rest, or if you have a real strong shoulder stand and lotus, option to extend, bend the knees into lotus and press the hands into the knees. Another option to drop those knees towards the face, hugging the outside of the lotus posture. A breath or two there before slowly lowering down. Press into the elbows, lift the chest up off the mat, and lower the head down for fish. Continue lifting through heart center. Open up. Take any variation of fish that you like. And when you're complete, press into elbows, lift the chest and the head off the mat, and lower gently back down. Hug both knees into the chest to counter fish pose. And when you're ready, place the soles of the feet on the mat. Press and lift and shift the hips over to the right. Drop the knees down at a 90-degree angle to the left. Look right. Breathe into the twist. Option to press the right hip down to lengthen the spine. Slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, unwind, switch sides, shifting the hips over to the left and drop the knees at 90-degree angles to the right. Extend the left arm and look left. Again, option to press that left hip bone down to lengthen the spine. Slow, deep, audible breaths. On an inhale, rise back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Find neutrality in the spine. Start to relax the body, preparing for Shavasana by taking any last movements that the body might be asking for. Really tuning into holding yourself, listening, to the quiet whisper of the intuition. Move into whatever the body may need. Maybe a half happy baby, a full happy baby. Maybe you're feeling called for more. Just listen. Maybe you're already ready for Shavasana. Feel free to go there. Get all the last minute wiggles out and prepare for rest. At your own pace, find a comfortable Shavasana position. Extend the heels away from each other and the arms away from the side body. Take up space. Notice the way it feels to surrender into stillness, especially after a period of movement. Honor this transition as the breath becomes a bit more shallow and moves into the belly. Bring attention to the feet. Notice a fine vibration or a tingling sensation in the feet, as if all the cells in the feet were vibrating with a sense of aliveness. Thank the feet and allow them to come to stillness. Little toe starts to sink towards the earth. Bring attention to the legs. Notice the buzzing sensation of awareness there. Send gratitude and feel the shins sink into the calves, the quads into the hamstrings, and the backs of the legs widen into the earth. Bring attention to the pelvis. Notice the tingling sensation there. Send gratitude and invite the pelvis to widen into the glutes and the glutes to absorb into the earth. Bring attention to the torso. Notice the buzzing sensation there. Send gratitude for the healthy functioning of all the internal organs and let them liquefy, settling into the spine and the muscles around the spine, melting into the earth. Notice the tingling sensation in the arms. Send gratitude and allow them to hang heavy. Be aware of the buzzing in the neck and the face. Send gratitude there and invite the face to soften, the throat to rest on the back of the neck, the whole head to settle into the backside of the skull. And turn your attention to the touch and the feel of the breath as it moves in and out of the body. Notice the way it feels to breathe. Notice the way it feels to be breathed. Bring to mind the concept of your higher self and imagine that higher self is right in front of you. And as you inhale, you inhale the higher self. And as you exhale, the higher self inhales you. Be aware of the cycling of prana as you integrate the higher self with the present self that is and always was you. As you inhale, inhale the higher self. And as you exhale, the higher self inhales you. Continue on like this for a little while. Notice the circular current that is set up as you and your higher self breathe in unison. Stay focused on the higher self as you breathe that into you and you into that. Stay with this meditation for the next few minutes. Option to stay lying down or slowly move consciously to seated. You can trust that I will bring you back when it's time. Stay with it. As you inhale, inhale the higher self. And as you exhale, the higher self inhales you. begin to slowly bring your attention back to the natural breath. Notice the touch and the feel, the flow of the breath in and out of the body. Bring attention to the way the body feels on the earth. Notice the way the body is arranged and where it is located. Tune into the touch of the air on the skin, any sounds around you. Continue to slowly externalize your attention, gently moving the body. And coming fully out as you feel ready, gently and slowly blinking open the eyes, looking down the tip of the nose. Namaste.